Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Those of you who are new here, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple. For today's reading, we are asking our guardian angels for any messages or guidance that they can give us on the path that we find ourselves on today. Whenever you're tuning into this reading, we have 3 different piles to choose from. And in pile number 1, we have the Traveler, move in a new direction. And that one is with rainbow or quartz crystal. For pile number 2, we have white witch, be the light. And that is with sunset or quartz. In pile number 3, we have autumn, release the old and rest. And that is with lemon lime or quartz. Alright, these are the choices that you have for today. If you need more time to meditate, you can pause the video. If you know which pile is already speaking to you, just look in the description box below for your timestamps, and I will see you all at your readings. Hello, pile number 1, everybody who chose the rainbow or quartz crystal. This is your reading. So, your top card, we have the Traveler, move in a new direction. So your guides are immediately coming through and saying that you are headed somewhere new. There's a new path for you, a new destination. Let's see what your other cards are. We have choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Alright, so you're being asked to follow your heart. We have turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. Ooh, so this might be, it's a little too early to see what the reading's about, but I'm already getting a love reading. This could be 2 different readings here at once. Just take what resonates for you. Pile number 1. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take breaks. Alright, so right now you're taking a pause before you move forward, is what I'm seeing here. And in this forward direction, it's going to be something where you're learning to put yourself first. You may have been somebody who's been very empathic and always put everybody's needs above your own. And now you're being asked to nurture yourself and just take a time out to rest and rejuvenate. Be guided to where you're meant to be going and listening to your heart and checking in on yourself right now. And, just asking your heart what it needs. Let's see what else we have. Let's make sure you guys can see all these on the camera. We have receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Ooh, I like that pile number 1. Alright, so something new is coming in for you. And we were right on track with it, taking some time out to be in our receptive feminine energy. If we're very busy and we're always on the go and we're always working and doing and we're not taking that time out to rest, it's hard for all of our blessings to find their way to us, because to give is one type of energy. It's very masculine, it's very doing, it's like the right hand, always pushing energy out, doing and creating. And the opposite of that is our feminine energy. And it's nothing to do with gender, it's just an energy. And receiving would be our left hand. It's where we reach out to receive all that we have been, the hard work, the rewards from all of that hard work, the gifts, our blessings, nurturing, rest, everything that has to do with the, what reminds us of the feminine which is the nurturing, the self-love, self-care, and reaching your hand out to receive something in return for the hard work that you've been putting out. So take time to rest, take time to heal your heart, to love yourself. Anybody who's just gotten over maybe a relationship or a very hard time, it's time for you to be in a rest mode, taking a step back, taking a pause on the journey before we move forward, because you're meant to be going in a different direction. There's some things that are shifting for you up ahead, and you need to take some time out to tune into yourself, course correct whatever it is that you are guided to be doing, because there's something new for you, whether that could be in love or that could be in a new job, a new life experience, etc. Next we have life purpose. Ooh, okay, we have the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose, and your purpose will serve you. Ooh, and then your purpose will serve you. I love that. So it's in the serving that we receive. It's in the giving from our heart that really is the joy of receiving, and not doing things to get something in return. It's giving from your heart because it's in your heart to want to do for others and to give to others. But it's also making sure that you take time out to rest and rejuvenate, replenish your energies before you get out there and push more energy out. You know, you have to take that balance into mind, that now somebody, the universe, God, source, creator, wants to bless you for the good deeds that you're doing and helping others. And in order for you to be able to receive anything in return, you need to take some time out and rest. And there's some new information that's coming about this life purpose for you. A new direction. Your guides want you to know that there's something that they need to tell you about your life purpose. And in order for you to listen and be open and responsive to hearing, you have to be in that receptive, receiving energy. So taking time out before you embark on this new journey, before you climb this new mountain. We have joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating the gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Yeah. Okay, so this has something to do with, creating from a place in your heart, something that gives you a lot of joy, you're very passionate about. This could be, your life purpose, what it is that you're meant to be bringing forth for the collective. You know, what is in your heart to do? What lights you up? What are you super passionate about that you could consider, sharing with the collective? A gift that you're here to share with others that comes from your heart, But you have to tap into that heart space and remember, what was it like to be a child? What did you enjoy doing as a child that just lit your heart up and it gave you so much joy and you were so excited about it? And before we got to be an adult, and some of those dreams kind of fade away, or we're told that there's no way that can happen, and you can't make a living off of that. We let the world kind of get in there and stomp on our dreams. So you're being asked to tap into your heart, find your joy, find your passion, and move towards that direction of what's in your heart space. We have steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in the remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. So this is just confirmation that this is what you're meant to be doing, is heading in this direction, following your heart. If you haven't been doing that, if you already began this journey of your heart and going in this direction, this is just confirmation that this is exactly what you're meant to be doing, is going in the path of your heart and turning that flame igniting that passion within your heart and acting on it. We have organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you. It is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next actions and steps. Yeah, so, you might not have everything that you need at the moment, but you can work with what you have to get you moving in that forward direction and get some clarity. Try to understand, get the, get the, what is it? It's like it's not the blueprint, but you want like the foundational, like step by step. What is something that you can do today that is going to get you moving in that direction? And each day you wake up and act on, what can I use today? What can I do today that's going to start getting me going in that direction, and start putting the pieces together. All right, we have gratitude lists. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who you are grateful for right now. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. Yeah, when you're in your heart space and you just are focused on, gratitude and the things that you have and the people that are in your life, and you stay centered in your heart space, it creates this magnetic energy where you start to pull in and attract people. You attract finances, you attract your, miracles even, you attract your blessings. Everything starts wanting to pour into you. Information, ideas, inspiration, things start to flood into your mind, into your heart, into your energy system, and it begins to be this this miraculous event that starts to take place because you become a magnet for these energies, and things just start to fall into place, and synchronicity starts to happen, and it just pulls you into that alignment. And knowing when to be in that receptive energy and when to act on your inspiration, and finding that balance between both of those energies. We have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yep, stay in your heart. Trust that you're going to be guided. Trust that everything's going to fall into place when you listen to your inner voice, when you listen to your guides. Take their advice, be open to receive, make sure that you're resting, you're listening to your heart, you're always choosing on love, things that light you up. Following your joy is guiding you towards your life purpose, and trust and have faith that you're always going to be provided for, and that things are always going to come in that you need at the right time. We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Like I was saying, don't push yourself to work to death. You have to take time out to rest and relax and rejuvenate the body. The body is, it's like a machine in a sense, because it has a certain battery limit. It needs that recharge time in order to, you have to close out all the programs. You have to shut the mind down. You have to unplug for a while and allow yourself to re-energize, restabilize, reassess where you are on the journey, and if you're heading in the direction that you really want to go. Or do we need to pause for a minute and course correct? Okay, this needs to go, this isn't working, I've been doing this for so long and this isn't really panning out the way I thought it would, so I need to drop this and focus my energy on this, because this I am starting to get attention from, and this is really making me feel really, really good, and it's actually energizing me. And put your attention there. It's knowing what is draining your energy and what is actually energizing you, and finding your balance in the work and the play. All right, we have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Don't let your fear, which is, can be our ego, try to tell us that this is impossible, there's no way that you're going to find success and, doing this. And that's an illusion, that is the ego's fear, and fear is not real, right? What is real is staying in our heart chakra and following our passions, following our joy, things that excite you and light you up. Follow that voice versus the one that wants to stifle your joy and stifle your happiness and keep you locked in a prison in your mind. We have service. I feel good when I can help others. Exactly. You feel better when you're in this energy. If something's making you feel bad, then that's a sign not to, lean into that energy. It's finding what does make you feel good, what gives you that joy. And you always feel better when you're in service to others, when you're helping others. That's what lights us up, because that's why we're here. We're here to help others. We're here to be in service. And how can I help? What gifts and talents do I have within my being that could help the collective, that could help an individual maybe shift their perspective and see things differently, and bring in more of these generations that are filled with children who are filled with love and peace and happiness and community minded, and there is no, greed, there is no separation, there's no war, things like that. That's why we're all here. We have the dolphin here. Some of you could resonate with the Sirius beings from Sirius and everything. And a lot of them are here, the dolphins and everything. They're a very intelligent species of animal, and they're very community minded. And you definitely might have some resonation with that star system. We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. That's right. This goes with our fear, when we let our ego and we start to worry how things are gonna, pan out, and is this gonna happen? And what if this? That keeps you in your mind. This keeps you in the future, and it brings on anxiety. And when you're living in the present moment, you're right here, you're right now, you're centered in your heart space, and this is where you get to make the choices. This is the gift. The gift is being in the present moment. That's where we create. We create in the present. We can't create from the past because the past no longer exists. We can't create from the future because the future is unknown. It is unpredictable because every choice that you make shifts the outcome of the future. So you always want to be in the present moment and let go of fear, let go of worry, and trust that you're going to be guided. Follow your joy. Choose your heart. Follow the heart. We have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Exactly. You're going in this new direction. Don't be afraid to step forward. Don't forget, don't be in fear of stepping into the unknown, of going in a direction that you don't know. That is actually a beautiful blessing, to be honest, because that means that you're going on a new journey, and there's new experiences, new things to learn, and being open to receiving any kind of new information, new friendships, new guidance, new support, new love. If this is a love reading for you, have trust and faith that good things are coming your way, and that you are deserving of them, and that you should be open to receiving the same type of love and the same type of energy that you give to others. And so make sure that you stay in that heart and just be grateful for everything and everyone that you already have in your life, because this is going to bring in that receptive feminine energy, and everything's just going to fall in your lap. Yeah. All right, pile number 1, that is your reading for today. I hope this reading resonates. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Take care, and I will see y'all in future readings. Hello, pile number 2. Everyone who chose the White Witch, Be the Light, with the Sunset or Quartz. Place this up here. So for you, pile number 2, what I feel your angels are, they want you to know that you're about to go through a transformation. You're about to be receiving some wisdom, something that you need to know that's going to help guide you on the path going forward. There's a big change coming in for you, where you're going to be asked to share your wisdom, I feel. You have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Now look at all these butterflies. There's a lot of change. The union of hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. And then we have love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth. I'll have it and just move the camera. Alright, so I believe you are getting a Merkaba activation. Because we have the star and we also have the union of hearts. And for me that is a like a twin flame union. Even though this isn't quite a Merkaba, I'm still receiving divine union of twin souls coming together, and the unification of the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. Let's get some more further guidance just to make sure. Pile number 2. We have face your financial fears. When you're honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with the release of these self-doubts. Aww. And then we have obstacles and blocks being lifted. All your personal work and your positive energy shift has overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Oh, that's beautiful. So what we're seeing is there's a transformation taking place where you may have doubted yourself and your abilities, and your angels are telling you that you have done a lot of clearing work, a lot of energy healing, and overcome some doubts or some worries of lack or unworthiness, and you're starting to have faith in yourself and trust yourself and shining light on those fears and loving yourself and shining love onto those fears and filling yourself with trust and faith and gratitude. And that has created such a transformation within yourself. You are surrounded in this bubble of, it's a violet flame, that's what I was getting from this. You've been doing a lot of transmuting and done a lot of shadow work and a lot of healing with yourself. So, and that's not easy. Congratulations, and you should be proud of yourself and everything that you've overcome. You are now standing in your truth, and you know that this success is meant to be yours. And you're going to find that abundance. You're going to find that you're just going to be filled with so much love and happiness, and all these obstacles are just going to fall away, and you're going to be living in that space of bliss and surrender, like you're just going to be floating on air. I'm so happy for you, pile number 2. This is beautiful. Yeah, expect your ships to come in, because you have done a lot of work and you have overcome, your fears of self-doubt, and you're now stepping into a place where you have all this wisdom and you've gained insight. You have faced your fears, you understand where they've come from, you've done your shadow work, and the sun is going to start shining brightly on you, pile number 2, and success is coming in. There's a lot of prayers that are about to be answered for you. Yeah, standing in your truth, knowing that this is your destiny, and this is what's meant to be for you, pile number 2. This is you're being protected right now. Your guides are watching over you. Your angels are protecting you right now. This is like a childhood dream that's coming to fruition. Yeah, you've been focused on this for a while. I have to redo those because there was a lot that came out. Any more messages from the angels? Pile number 2, please. Whoa. Many, many, Spirit. I just need one or two, please. Okay. Let's see. We have partnership. Allow healthful, supportive partnerships into your personal life and career, and both parties benefit as a result. You're recovering help from heaven and from a person who brings needed skills and resources. Okay, so this is the path that you're on. You're going to be working with other people. And this is where that union's coming into place, where you're going to be meeting up with someone else who's supposed to help you with this endeavor or this new path that you're going to be on. You may come across somebody who just is your same energy. They feel really good to be around. You share like ideas, and you both came here to bring something to the collective from your heart space that is meant to transform, you know, the energies and to bring in this new earth frequency down to planet Earth. We have raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on divine guidance. Keep up the good work. Yes. This partnership can also relate to your twin flame within, I think a lot of people may misunderstand the twin flame, and from my perspective, I see it as a union within yourself, a union within soul and mind, where heart and mind have come together and are in perfect union, where they are now in sync with one another, and they're not in conflict. They are actually within union within our own being. And you may have worked with the violet flame to transmute a lot of these energies, and if you haven't, I would suggest you do so, just to keep clearing out your aura and any residual particles that are still in there. Go ahead and keep working those out of your system, because I feel like there may be like a little bit of lingering financial fears in there about this this new beginning or this path that you're heading onto. So make sure that your angels are asking you to work with the violet flame a little bit. All right, God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitations. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so yeah, when we get into a space of fear of lack or anything like that, that is an illusion. An illusion of the 3D. The soul knows that there is unlimited resources because everything comes from Source. So Source doesn't lack anything. Source can create anything, and we are all a part of Source. So therefore, we are co-creators along with Source. So there is no lack. It's just our perception and our deception of lack here on this planet in this 3D, where we are told to believe that there isn't enough. But when we're in our heart space, there's always enough. And when we're in our heart, we want to give, and a lot of people, like the most kindest people, don't have much and want to give what they have to somebody who they feel has less than. So I know that there's an infinite amount of finances, there's an infinite amount of supplies and food and abundance, and it's around us every day. When you tap into that abundance frequency, and a way you can do that is by getting into your heart space, and every day when you get up in the morning, spend some time connecting into your heart and being in the present moment, and you can just say small things that you're grateful for. And it can be, simple things like, and they're not simple because these are things that people overlook every day, and they are blessings, they are miracles. You can say, I am grateful for, this new day. I'm grateful for a chance to be alive. I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for the air. I'm grateful for the grass. I'm grateful for the trees and the flowers. I'm grateful for the birds. The insects, everything that's around us, there's an infinite, an abundant amount of them, and Mother Nature is always providing, shelter and food and water and resources every single day. We just forget to use them and to tap into those. And when you do, when you see that there's an infinite amount of that, and it's given from a place of unconditional love. There's nothing asked in return, you know. Unfortunately, we should be appreciative and being as, you know, clean and green as we can, so that we're leaving this planet for, you know, the generations coming behind us, so they still have this beautiful place to live on and enjoy as well. But unfortunately, that there's a lot of us on here who do have that same mindset, but there are some on here who do not. You know, they're just in that consumer and greedy money and selfish energy, and they don't really care about the generations to come. They're all about right here, right now, what can I get for me, and they don't care what they destroy to get it. So, but there are, when you come into your heart, you know that you're always provided for, and it's a very safe, comforting feeling. And so your angels and your guides are asking you to live from that heart space and shine your light within, and it'll be reflected without, and not to worry about, you know, finances or how things are going to come about. It's just going to, because you're living from your heart and you're living from your faith. We have clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burdens of financial and emotional debts from your life. I say debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. When we have those the fears of you know, lack, it is because there's something in our childhood that we experience, and it might have been, you know, maybe we grew up in a poor household and there wasn't enough supplies, or there wasn't enough food, there wasn't enough clothing, and so our parents had to make do. And these are, you know, things that are generational, and it's nothing that you can help. But children end up internalizing that, or they repeat those same programs that there isn't enough, or, you know, we're told that we have to hustle and work hard to get everything that we want and that we need in order to survive. And these are the programs and the constructs of the illusion that tell us that's the way that things have to be done. And, you know, to a degree, yes, you should work hard to achieve your goals, but it's not working hard because you're not worthy. And sometimes we have these fears of lack because we believe that we're not worthy of good things, and that we're not worthy of success, or we're not worthy of that financial security. And so you always want to make sure that you are connecting with your inner child and with your mindset and with your emotions, and making sure you're doing your shadow work and seeing if you have any of these programs or belief systems that say that you're not worthy and deserving of having a successful life, or having, you know, your financial needs met. Okay? We have do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Exactly. You know, there has to be an action involved. It's not saying that, you know, just, yes, I'm worthy of it, and we just sit around waiting to receive it. It is knowing, this is how you balance your energy out. You got to know when to act on your intuition, on your energy, on your passion, and when to step back and now receive guidance and inspiration and your blessings. And that involves, you know, you knowing yourself, knowing if you're tired and there's no energy and you feel no creativity, and your body's hurting really bad, then that's a sign. I mean, unfortunately, some of us have to go through traumatic health experiences before we finally rest our bodies and take time out and nurture our bodies back to a state of balance and health. And because of these programs that say we're only good enough if we're working, and if we're doing this, and, you know, always trying to keep up with the Joneses, and you got to have a house like this and a car like this in order to be worthy and good enough. And that's an illusion. That's a lie, because this is your life. You're creating this. This is your dream. You know, you are an individual and you are co-creating with Source. And Source doesn't want us all to be the same. So what one person's dream is not the same as another person's dream. And you are given the opportunity, the free will, to create the life of your dreams as well. And we can all exist in the same world, but all still be living in a different world at the same time. And that's what is so beautiful. And it is such a like a paradox, because I can have, like, let's say my family come up to visit, and their world is so different in the way that they see things and how they live compared to my world. You know, they live in the city and I live in the country, and my world is so peaceful, it's slow, you know, I can connect with nature, and there's so much for me that can happen in a day. And for them, they're always on the go, everything's so busy, and they're here and they're there and they're doing all this stuff. And for me, I can take it easy, you know, I set my schedule. There's certain things that I have to do in a day, like taking care of the farm animals and everything like that, but this is my life and I'm living it how I want to. And when you can get into that understanding that you are the one who's creating your life, you don't have to do anything anybody says. You don't need anybody's approval but your own. You're not, as long as you're not hurting anyone, you're not doing things to purposely hurt people, you know. Do what makes you happy. Do what lights your soul up, what gives you strength, what gives you peace, what gives you that bliss and excitement in your life. We have block out distractions. Exactly. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, and it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what those distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. Exactly. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. And you don't have to listen to what everybody else says when they don't believe that this is a possibility, or, you know, you're crazy, no way are you going to make a living off of that, you know. This is your life and your belief system, and what do you believe is possible? Yeah. And get out there and do it. This is your mission. This is your guidance from your angels. They want you to go do this. I want you to have faith. Listen to your heart. Some of you might be receiving a promotion at work, or, you know, receiving a raise for all the work that you've been doing, and being acknowledged for, you know, the support that you're contributing to, you know, the company. We have ask. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions, so we patiently await your request. Ask your guides to guide you on what steps to take moving forward if you're in a position where you're not really sure what you should be doing, or how to approach the situation, or where to start. The angels, they really can't interfere with our path, with our mission, unless we ask for help and guidance, you know, because they're not allowed to interfere with our lessons, what we need to know, what we need to do. We have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Yeah, this is staying in your heart space and being grateful for everything, that even the hard stuff that you've been through, they've all been lessons, and everything has taught you how to stand up for yourself, how to be in your truth and your authenticity, who to trust, who not to trust, what things are good for your soul and good for your body, and which things are not. All right, we have judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and gifts. Exactly. Everybody is here to bring something different to the collective. And don't worry about the people who, you know, don't really believe in you or believe in what you're trying to create. That's on them. You don't need their approval. And everybody is coming from their place of awareness and their consciousness at the time and at the place where they are in that moment. So not everybody is awake and evolved at the same time. Everybody's at different levels of consciousness. Alright, I wanted to get some more messages for you guys. Messages from the angels. I wanted to use the stick in the other reading and I forgot. Okay, we have searching within. What I see outside myself is simply a mirror of my inner self. Today, I empower myself by looking past outer conditions and searching within for the source of a difficulty in my life. My inner wisdom will always help me face life's challenges. It provides my best answers and my greatest healing. As I study myself, I am transformed. Exactly. When we do the shadow work, when we do our healing, you understand, what triggers you, what your fears are, what your doubts are, where your lack of worth comes from, or where these lack mindset originates, right? And when you know what that is, then you can do the work, and you can go to the work and start working on clearing those out and bringing more love and more light into those situations and more truth to that situation. Because that's not the truth. That's what somebody told you or somebody made you feel when you were younger and you couldn't process the information from an adult perspective. And that perspective is still childlike, and it needs you to bring it to its full awareness, its full consciousness, its adult awareness, right? Where you know in your heart, you know that you are worthy of this, that this is what you're supposed to be doing, what you're meant to be doing, and that this is divine. Everybody is meant to live from a space of having enough and feeling worthy of having. With consciousness today, I pay attention to every thought and feeling that I manifest. My outer world reflects my inner consciousness. I pour the light of my awareness on my most constructive thoughts so that they will grow and produce the experiences I want. Mindful of what I create in this universe, I become an expression of divine light. Look at this beautiful being right here. When you know yourself and you know that you're the one who is creating your reality, there's so much power and strength that comes in from that, because you are surrounded by your guides, you are surrounded by your truth, your higher self. There's that connection within, that there's no room for doubt anymore, because you have faced all your shadows, you faced all your fears, and you know the truth, you know who you are, and you know your intentions, and there's nobody or nothing that can deter you from, achieving your goal or bringing your passions forward. Yeah, and you realize that what you believe within is what is reflected without. So if within you believe that you're unworthy, you're going to be met with an experience of unworthiness. But if you believe that you are worthy within, you're going to see people who value you and, want to pour into you, because you yourself start pouring into yourself. And when you start loving yourself and you pour in yourself, you see yourself as worthy and deserving, then the world's going to reflect that to you. And this card over here just kind of fell off of the deck. It says growing. Today I understand that I am here to learn, to discover, and grow. When I nourish myself with my inner light, my inner divinity grows. When I study the messages that life brings me, I am improved in the eyes of God. When I strike a balance between the material and the spiritual worlds, I am freed of inner conflicts. In these ways, I grow my own soul. Isn't that beautiful? That's coming back to that twin flame energy. So when we can also see this too as the inner and the outside world being a complete reflection of each other, where we've done the healing work, we have faced our shadows, we've come into union with mind and soul, They are connecting. Our mind is no longer, filled with ego. It actually becomes our best friend and our cheerleader, and it's the one that rallies and supports us and gives us the confidence and the support that we need, so that our heart we can live from our soul's desires. We can bring in that higher soul consciousness and live from that space of being in our heart without fear of being vulnerable or somebody taking advantage of us, because we now listen to our intuition and we listen to our instincts, and because we've had certain experiences, we know and trust ourselves to always act on those situations, and that the way that we handle each situation is what is meant to be, and trust ourselves to handle everything that we experience. And we bring the spiritual and the physical into harmony and see that they are connected, that there's a connection within our beings. And when we've done the healing work within ourselves, the outside material world reacts and responds to that. And there's no longer, the mirror is no longer reflecting our fears and our traumas. It starts to reflect our beauty, the love, and the light that we have attained within. Okay? Pile number 2. This is a very deep reading, and I'm so proud of all the work that you've done. And I'm sending all my love to you for this path ahead. Your angels are very proud of you, and they just want you to ask for their support, ask for their guidance, ask for their love. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. If this reading has resonated with you, I'd love for you to like, share, and subscribe, or comment below. Maybe do some emojis of some angels or butterflies if this reading has resonated. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care. Welcome, pile number 3, for everyone who chose the autumn card with release the old and rest. Or you chose the lemon lime aura quartz. This is your reading. Alright, so for you, from this card right here, I already see that there's some wisdom that's coming in for you. You may have just come through a cleansing period, and now you're being asked to just rest and rejuvenate and receive some wisdom. So let's see, the angels said we have embraced your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Yeah, okay. You've been doing some healing work, pile number 3. I love you. These are very important words. Okay. You have asked for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself to be the support you need. All right. All right, pile number 3. What I feel for you is that you may have just come out of, a really difficult time. You may have just done some healing work. Maybe you have lost a loved one. Yeah. But there's something that you have, something that you've worked with that has been very emotional, something that you've just experienced. And your guides are telling you that right now you just need to take some time out to nurture yourself and to love yourself, and not to judge any of the emotions that are coming up for you, to be released, to let go of any of these judgments that you have on having some of these feelings and emotions. It's okay to purge them out. You need to cleanse them so that you can heal. If we suppress our emotions, they kind of get trapped within our energy system, and they start to build up over time, and end up causing energy blockages and emotional blockages that prevent us from receiving love or receiving guidance, and opening us up to new paths and in new directions. So allow yourself to express your feelings. If it's communicating through words, or if it's just crying and releasing, whatever it is that you need to do, venting about the experience, to go ahead and do that. And your angels are telling you that it's okay to ask for help and ask for support. If you need a friend to listen to you, to nurture you, or to just, vent to, that's okay. or even connecting and asking your angels and your guides to watch over you or to help you overcome through this experience, that they are there waiting for you to just ask for help and support, or to give you any guidance that you may need on the journey. Okay, let's get some more messages. Pile number 3. Messages for pile number 3. Okay. The first card that came out was release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. So maybe you have, lost a job, or maybe you didn't get the promotion. This is just for some of you. Please take what resonates, whatever messages are coming out for you all. Or some of you just have some fears about your finances. Maybe this is the end of a relationship, or you're going through a divorce and things may not have panned out in the way that you thought they were. But your angels are wanting you to know not to have any fears or any resentments about this, that you're going to, there's a different way, there's a different path that's opening up for you, and this is not the way that the finances are meant to come through this avenue. Okay, look at this. We have words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. Yeah, do not let any of these fears control you, and to be mindful of your words, the angels are saying, because your words do have power. And so if we are saying, I don't have enough money and I'm never going to be able to get this now and I'm worried, you're creating that reality in a sense for yourself, because you are living from a place of lack or living from that place of fear. And so when you can start expressing, I'm not worried about that. Things always work for me. I can always pay my bill. And you start manifesting and using your words with intention and faith and knowing that you're always going to be provided for. That's going to open up new doors for you, because you will, because that is your belief system. But if your belief system is, you're never going to be able to achieve and gain and have, then you won't, because you're creating that reality. So shift your mindset and shift your perception and use your words wisely, your angels are saying. Pay yourself first. Look at that. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. So this loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. So some of you, there kind of seems to be like a tie through these readings. So some of you might have been actually reading all, or listening to all 3 readings, because I'm feeling a connection here through this energy stream. So, but this is a continual message. And I believe it's been in all 3 readings about finances and money and fear and lack. And again, your angels, they want you to know that when you are loving yourself and you're taking care of yourself and you're pouring this energy into yourself, you're going to be receiving that in return. And the more you see yourself as worthy and deserving, and letting go and healing that lack mindset, you're going to be receiving this abundance, this beautiful blessing that you've been actually deserving is going to pour into, because you've opened that door to receiving, instead of being in the energy of pushing out, or the energy of seeing the outside world as reflective of your worth. You start generating this energy within your own being, and it then becomes reflected in the world outside of you, because that's how the energy works. Everything that you believe about yourself and that you believe about the world will be what is reflected to you. It is like a mirror. So when you believe that you are worthy and that you're deserving and that this world is a beautiful place and that there's lots of beings and angels that are here helping one another every single day and making that your focus and your mindset, that will be what you see reflected to you. Unfortunately, like social media and the news and everything, they're only focusing on the negative things that are happening around the world. All the negativity. Oh, this person died, or this person was murdered. You know, you never see. And you can start training yourself to use your mind this way, because these are all programs of how they programmed us to see the world. So when you start training your mind how to see things from a different perspective, you'll start seeing it and it'll become just your second nature. It'll be who you become. Look at like if there's a fire, right? And they're talking about, oh my goodness, these people, were burned in the fire. Look at all the people who were there helping save anyone who's in the fire, the animals, the rescuers, everybody who's showing up there. Those are all the angels who are coming in to help anybody who needs the help, right? And we're not focusing on that. They want you to focus on the negativity. Oh my goodness, look at all this horrible stuff that's happening. The world is filled with so many horrible things and horrible people. And if we truly believe that, that's the world we're going to create. And so your angels are asking you to shift your perspective and shift your mind to seeing things in a whole different way, and seeing that there's beauty around us every single day. There are people out there who are always willing to help someone. There are people who are devoting their time to helping, the poor, the homeless. They're not getting paid to do any of these. They're volunteering to help one another. Or you see somebody who's in an accident and several people are jumping out of their car to go get them out of the car to see if they're okay. They're calling the police and an ambulance. There's people around us every day that have big hearts and care just as much as you do. So shift your perception to seeing that world and existing in that world, because that truly is the world that we all want to exist in. And it is around us every single day. It's just, what are you focusing on and what are you looking at? All right, let me get some more messages for you, pile number 3. Whoa! It's a lot of cards. I'm going to go ahead and take them. We have creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. Oh, I love that. So they want you to act on something that you're very passionate about, live from your heart, and express from that space. What do you desire? You now have an opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Confirmation, exactly. You have to know what it is that you really want to create before you can create it. So sometimes, we're just living in this reality of what they tell us to see and what they tell us to believe, but it's feeding their narrative, and feeding a purpose for them and creating a reality that they want to be true and real. But what is it that you want to create? We're all co-creators, and you are given this free will and this opportunity to help create as well. Don't use your energy to create the world that they want you to, We have law of attraction. Each thought is an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to higher frequencies. Isn't that perfect? See, yes. This is how the law of attraction works. When you resonate and you feel and believe a certain type of way, whatever you believe about the world, whatever you believe about yourself is true, because it is a belief system, and this is how this world functions. You will create that in the world around you everywhere. If you believe that you're unlovable and you're not good enough, you're going to come across people who want to take advantage of you and don't value you and treat you poorly, because that's what you believe about yourself. But when you believe that you are amazing and that you're beautiful and that you are deserving and you're kind and, you know, have high value, other people are going to see that you believe that, you know. And it's not that you have to go around telling everybody that. It's something that is created within your soul, because you believe that about yourself. And other people, I mean, you become a magnet for those types of energies, and you start like you become a generator for it, and you start seeing that in the outside world around you. We have child. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. When we can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Okay, so this could be like your inner child, or it could also be, you know, your children in your home. Or maybe some of you, you know, feel like you don't spend enough time with your children because you're always having to work so much, you know. But your inner child is asking you to like love and nurture yourself and to pour into yourself. And when you start doing that, you create that energy shift. So there may have been something in childhood that was very painful, or something that made you think that you were less than deserving, all right? And that's where you need to go do that energy work. We have go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Ooh, all right. We have joy. Joy is the highest energy of all. It is the magical sense that everything is possible. Joy springs from appreciating your gifts within each moment. Joy allows you to attract and create your present and future moments at their highest possible levels. Yeah, do what makes you feel good. Live from that space of joy. Focus on service. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in the constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Put your entire focus upon staying in the stream of giving and receiving in every situation and in all that you do. This is in our heart space, right? So when we have an open heart chakra and it's healed and healthy, you are able to give and receive in balance, right? Most of us have a hard time receiving, especially those of us who are very empathic. We just love giving, and we always want to help, and we always want to, you know, do for others. And we have the hardest time receiving. And this is the feminine energy of tapping into that receptive, nurturing, healing, time out, rest, rejuvenating, self-care energy. And it asks us to be in a place where somebody can, you know, offer you a compliment without you feeling awkward or feeling weird and not being able to openly accept it. Hey, you look beautiful today. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. You're so sweet. You're so kind. You're always so helping and giving. You know, you shouldn't feel, if you feel any kind of like awkwardness or unsettledness, that means that there's an imbalance in your heart chakra, an imbalance in your feminine energy, that you have a hard time receiving, right? And if you're blocking off that receptive energy, you know, you're not going to be able to tap in and get all these good things, all these blessings that are trying to come into you, all your karmic, you know, all your dharma, everything that's trying to come in from everything that you have, all the work you've done, all the blessings that you've been giving to everybody else. Your blessings won't be able to get to you because you're blocking them off by some way, because you aren't allowing yourself to receive the good that you deserve, because there's something in there that says you're not good enough and you're not worthy enough, and that you know, to live in this place of lack or live in this place of doubt or, you know, unworthiness. So your angels really want you to get in there and love yourself, focus on receiving, you know, all these good things that you are so deserving of. Pile number 3. We have blessing in the skies. What appears to be a problem is actually part of of your answered prayers. You'll understand the reasons behind the present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. Everything's going to work out. Sometimes these lessons can be extremely hard and we might not understand the purpose and the meaning to them in the situation. And it takes us a few, it could be months or a few years to look back on these situations and these experiences to finally understand, what we were learning in those situations. Because we're always learning, we're always trying to grow, we're always trying to teach ourselves, something from each situation and each hardship that we experience. And when we take that time to rest, when you're in that receptive energy, that is the opportunity to, meditate or go within and try to understand and observe everything from a different perspective or from the person that you are today. Go back and look at everything that you've come through and be proud of yourself and love yourself and appreciate all the work that you've done to get you to where you are today, pile number 3. Because everything is teaching you something. And the things that didn't work out, there was a reason why they didn't work out. And sometimes they are blessings in disguise, even though it doesn't feel that way. We have shower of abundance. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you'll allow. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. When you do this work, you guys, when you see yourself as worthy, you're going to be showered in abundance. We have an opportunity to forgive. This situation brings you an opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Yeah, so your angels want you to practice forgiveness, because these people, the ones who are our teachers, some of them, they volunteered to teach us these lessons. Everything comes from source, and they all come from love, even if it doesn't appear that way when we're going through these hard times with these people that we truly do love in our lives, and they're people that mean a lot to us. And it's because they mean a lot that these lessons are so hard and why it's so painful, because we love them, and it's hard to experience these types of this pain in our relationship with somebody we love. But that is unfortunately, pain is our greatest teacher, and these people volunteered to come down and be, play that role, play that character, be our perceived, enemy or bad guy to teach us these hard lessons, and nobody wants to be a bad guy, but just know that you are and have been, a bad guy in your previous lifetimes, or you might be, a bad guy in somebody else's narrative in their story, and unintentionally you can become that person, because we're all acting and living out through our own belief systems and what we all experienced through our childhood and what we were raised to believe is true about the world around us. So everybody's acting from their level of awareness and their level of consciousness. And some of us are older souls than others, and we've been around the block many, many, many times. We've incarnated many, many times, so we know when something's a bad move and when not to treat someone like that and not to do something. And we've played out many, many different characters, and so we can spot, certain energies a mile away, and we understand the circumstances from our actions. And a lot of people don't yet, and it's just because they haven't had those experiences before. And that's how we all learn, is through experience. So in order for us to learn something, we have to go through it. And that way our heart records the information, so we no longer have to experience this again. But you have to learn the lesson. And if you don't learn the lesson, you're not going to pass the class. You're going to have to repeat the cycle over and over again until you finally get the lesson and learn what the truth is of the situation. And it's, not being trapped in the illusion, because the illusion keeps you in the holding pattern, and you're you're trapped in this experience over and over again until you finally understand what the truth is, right? And the truth is that you are worthy of love, that you are very deserving, that you are lovable, that you are worthy, that you are high value, that you are deserving, and you should be living your best life, whatever that is for you. And everybody has their own wants and needs and what their own belief systems are. But whatever it is that is true for you, you're going to see that reflected in the world around you. So get in there and do some healing work. Nurture your inner child. See what your child believes about the world and help your inner child shift the way that it sees itself and sees the world around it. Pile number 3. I'm going to get one of these messages of light cards for you, and then we'll close your reading. Alright, this one wants to come out. We have truth. Today I discover my greatest truth is within me. It is the divine force that whispers from my inner self. I listen to this voice closely, putting aside my controlling mind. In this way, I find all the answers I am looking for. I am now in harmony with myself, and I welcome the love of God, which is the truth that will guide me towards my fullest, most shining radiance. Isn't that beautiful? What a way to end the reading. Know your truth, and it's not what somebody else has told you to believe about yourself or what the world says to believe. Your truth is within your own being, and connecting to your highest self. That's going to anchor in your truth, staying in your heart space. Pile number 3. Alright everyone, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I hope you all have a blessed day. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all again. Y'all have a blessed day. Take care.